Hey guys, we're back today and we're going to do another interview with one of our Second Amendment supporters. This is Johnny Strickland. Johnny has a law enforcement background and he is a CWP instructor, and he also is the local representative for U.S. LawShield.
Thank you, Chris. It's always a pleasure to be with you. The U.S. LawShield is a legal defense for self-defense, and we're a company that supplies that for it's not just for people that carry guns. It's for any type of self-defense incident, whether you use your hands, fists, feet, elbows, pepper spray, taser, grandma's frying pan. It don't matter. Anything you use, we cover you for an attorney with no charge. There's no caps, no limits, no reimbursements. And our company is a very big supporter of 2A. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Okay. So how does somebody sign up for U.S. LawShield?
Well, of course, I don't guess you mind me telling you, you are a facility for U.S. LawShield, so someone could get in touch with you.
Right.
They could sign you up. Of course, you could get in touch with one of the local reps. You could call or go online to uslawshield.com, and you can sign up there as well.
Okay. And in the links down in the bottom of the video, we'll actually have a link so that you can go and check out U.S. LawShield and sign up if you'd like to do that.
And if you do sign up online, make sure you put your promo code so they'll get all their little goodies that comes along with joining through a facility.
Sounds good. So, Johnny, tell me a little bit about why you support the Second Amendment.
I thank the good Lord every day that I was born in the area that I was raised in. I grew up with guns. I've loved to hunt, loved to fish and outdoors, and I've just seen over the years how our government has just constantly just chipped away at our freedoms and our rights whenever it comes to guns. This afternoon I was just looking at the internet and some of the states and the way they're doing things. New York, for example.
Oh yeah.
And it's just insane what they're thinking is, South Carolina, we can, as long as we can legally purchase a weapon, we can get a handgun, we can get a permit to carry that gun. Mm-hmm. New York, you've got to sit there and prove to them you've got some reason that you need to be protected, and unless you're law enforcement, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just no way. They will on occasions give it to a gun owner or somebody who's transporting money and stuff, but the average citizen, there's just no way they're going to get a permit. And you got other states that's the same way. I refer to those as the communist states, mm-hmm. But it just irritates me to death to see our government take those rights away from us. And then when we look at statistics from those states, they're the ones that have the highest crime rate.
Right.
I mean, I personally was robbed in Chicago. So, it just goes to show you the states that have the most strict gun laws are the ones that's going to have the most crime.
Yeah. And the gun control lobby always tries to say that the more guns you have, the more the crime's going to go up. But if you actually look at the statistics, it's just the opposite. As the number of gun owners go up, the crime usually goes down.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the new law that we've got, open carry with training. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm excited about open carry with training. The fact, the actual open carry doesn't really appeal to me. I'm one of those that I like the element of surprise, mm-hmm. So I personally will not be carrying open. But Shane Martin and I had some very deep discussions about this whenever they were pushing this bill through. And then his intention was not for South Carolina to be the wild, wild west. Everybody walking around with guns hanging off their hips. It does give us that right to do that if we choose to carry that way. But what it does, it decriminalizes me walking into Walmart and reaching up on the top shelf and my gun becoming visible. Yep. Or I step out of my car, and when I step out, my seatbelt's got my shirt up over my gun and it becomes visible. Those kind of things it has decriminalized. But as far as the freedom part, I think that is a huge move toward showing that South Carolina, we are to a state.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I really love about that law is the fact that they put in making us a sanctuary state.
Right.
You know, our government can go and do whatever they want to as far as trying to control our guns, but at least we're not going to use any state funding to help enforce that.
Right. So we've got that extra little bit of protection that's going to help us when the federal government starts getting even crazier with the gun laws that they're trying to pass. What kind of guns are some of your favorite guns? What kind of stuff do you like to shoot?
Well, I've always been a Glock person. Yeah, I do own guns other than Glock, but Glock has been my favorite. I guess I got that from law enforcement days. I saw how reliable those weapons were. And I'll be honest with you, whenever I first started as a reserve officer, we were carrying revolvers, 357 with 38 special rounds.
Yep.
So when we started carrying a Glock, I freaked out because now I'm carrying a gun that don't have a safety on it, and it just scared me to death. But once I got training and I learned what it takes to make that gun fire and how safe it is and the abuse you can put it through,
Yeah.
I became a true believer. So Glock is my favorite weapon.
Yeah. So what caliber do you like to shoot?
Well, on a daily basis, I carry the Model 43. I like it because it's slim, it's lightweight. I barely know that I have it on. But I also have the 48X. And so with the 48X and the 43, I now have a 43X because all I got to do is take the top off of one, put it on the other one. So now I actually got 3 guns in 2. And then as far as plinking and practicing, I've got the Glock Model 44, which is the 22 caliber.
Yep.
And I really like it. And I use that for a lot of my practice, and then I'll go back to my 9mm just so I can stay used to the recoil.
Okay, good deal. Well, why don't we take a break from the inside here then, and we'll go out and let you demonstrate the shooting ability.
Okay, great. This is my Glock 48X, and this is my 43. And like I was talking earlier, one of the things I like about this, the 43 is about 3/4 of an inch shorter than your 48X.
Right.
You got a little bit longer because you got a 10-round capacity versus 7.
Yep.
But again, the other thing, if I want to carry the shorter weapon and have my 10-round capacity, I just pop the top off of this one, take this one, put it on, and it works the same. The 48 will actually shoot on top of the 43, and it shoots well, but it looks kind of funny when you got the longer barrel sitting on that little short frame.
Yep.
But it does work.
Okay, good deal. Good shooting.
Right.
So that was the 48.
That was the 48.
Okay.
You want to see it run into 43? See how
Sure.
we're doing it? Not a sharpshooter, but I don't think they would live.
No, I don't think they'd have much chance of surviving after that. So.
And then this is another favorite one of mine too for practicing the 22.
Yeah.
It's the Glock Model 44. Now, one thing I have found about on this Glock 44, when you load it, every round you let off the spring. If you pull it down and just drop them in, it will jam every time. The other amazing thing about this one is the number of rounds you can push through it before it malfunctions.
Yeah.
I've got some other 22s, and when I get up, 100, 200 rounds, it's going to start jamming and misfiring over and over. This one, I decided I was going to push it one day and see just how many rounds I could go through, and I got close to 1,000 rounds before I had my first misfire.
Good gracious.
Now, I was using good ammo.
Right, yeah.
But I still got up to about 1,000 rounds before I got had my first misfire.
Yeah. Now, what's the capacity on this magazine?
10 rounds.
Those little 22s are just such great guns to be able to practice with.
They are. I love them. I do. They are. They're so much fun, and you don't break the bank when you're shooting them.
Yeah.
Of course, they are a lot more expensive than they were a year ago.
Right.
But and fortunately, you can find rounds for them now when you couldn't before. Just limited how many you can buy when you do.
Yep. That's it. Well, Johnny, thanks for showing us your collection here.
I appreciate the opportunity, my friend.
Check out doubleeaglegunworks.com for more information. Like and subscribe down at the bottom, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.